Hello guys, welcome back to Mumbi. If you're new here, my name is Mumbi and welcome to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my old or overstayed braids into 3 simple styles. Is it 3? I guess it's 3. I think so, it's 3. I don't know, but stay on, stick longer and you'll find out. So we're going to have our hair onto our side, whichever side that you prefer, could be left or right. And then we're going to make sure that that is properly lined up, our braids are not sticking out or anything. And then we're going to divide that into 3 portions. So the first one is at the front. Here's my portion, not too much braids, just a handful of braids. I don't know why I call it a handful of braids. And then we're going to roll that up into 2, just loosely enough, because you just want to get it out of the way so that it doesn't distract us while we braid the rest. From there, we're going to divide the rest. So the second or the middle section should be quite enough so that one is not too much, but the second one is quite a handful. So we're going to put that or braid that into 3. Do you call that braid that into 3? I don't know. Braid that into 3, and then yeah, all of them, the rest, that is. My braids are not that really good, they're not that cute as a matter of fact, but I try, so you don't have to be perfect at anything, just do it and have fun while at it. So if you're good at braiding, then it's this style or these styles are going to be really awesome on you. So yeah, so we are braiding onto that one, and there we go. At the end, I like to do this kind of loose knot where I do at the end, not too tightly, just loose enough. Make sure your braids are not tight so that you don't snap your edges or damage your hair. And then loosen the first portion so the braids already can align themselves onto the styling that we want to do for this particular one. So you cannot take it in any other kind of direction or way. So we're going to take that or the last bit across our head like that. And the bigger portion, which is our second one, across and so you might need a few bobby pins for this style or for the rest of this video practically, but it's not really necessary because I prefer to do the tuck in method, which I will show you nicely here. It's probably normal if your hair kind of snaps at first because it's not that easy and it's also not that hard. You just need to find the right way to do it, which is quite easy. So what I mean by the tuck-in method is where you take one end of the braid and tuck it into the braid of the other one and make sure it's nicely held onto it, and not too tight but tight enough to secure it. If you feel like you need extra support or security, you could use your bobby pins to ensure that. Here's the back and here's the front. So I prefer to let the hair for the first style to just let the first portion, which I'm doing in this part, free, and that you could just go and have your day like that. I don't know, whichever one. So the good thing about this is you could have fun with it. You could let like 1 or 2 braids at the side of your head and just braid the rest, whichever one that you really fancy. Yeah. So we are going to braid this part again for our second style, same style, and we're just going to do the same thing that we did with the rest, and that is the tuck in method. And practically that's it. Just tuck it in nicely. If you feel that you need to use the bobby pins, go on ahead and do it. I just don't like it because I always feel like they're paining me, or I don't get them right and then they snap during the day. So I practically just prefer the tuck in method, which you could really try. It's quite easy once you get the hang of it. For our style number 2, it's quite really simple. You have already done it, I'm pretty sure of that. So just going to have our hair at the back, not too low but not too high, just at this. Is it at the center of your back? Is it something like that? And then the trick what I use to hold up my braids, because you know tying your braids up together can be quite a task. So what I normally use once I've already done that, whether the braids are old or new, is I go for a shoestring. So a shoestring that I'm no longer using for shoes, that becomes my new hair strand, and it's quite easy, it's quite fast. That's all you just need to do or use. Just spare one. Then we're going to put on a band. So putting on a band really depends on which technique or method you prefer. You could use a sock, you could use those bunny things that people buy, or if you're really good, again, use the tuck-in method. You could align them, one by one, or go in whatever direction that you're going to use, just like I am doing. Just have fun with it, make sure everything is nicely held again. And yeah, so for this style I did try to get a little bit, not just the old pushback boring, and I just did a very complicated style. I'm not really sure I had put much thought into it. I just think I just went over it. But for the star braids, it gives you the cute style cut at the point of it all. What am I saying? So be prepared for this. So we're going to have our hair all the way to the front, and then we're going to divide this into 3. But if you have really small size braids, then I'm pretty sure you're going to take as much portions as possible so that you don't strain your hair and the styling comes out great. So what you need to do is just grab on portions of your braids and do them into 3, or braid them rather, just in the only trick for this style is once you're done braiding the first braid, while you're initiating the second braid, as I'm going to be doing in this video, is you should initiate the first braid into the second braid. So braid them together and go on following the pattern. So if you have 3 like I did for this video, just put the first braid into the second braiding, the second braiding into the third braiding, and so on and so on. The only thing is I didn't do that in this video. I don't know why, please forgive me, but that's I just don't know what happened, y'all. But I hope I made the explanation quite easy for you to do, because this style is such a dope style. I had it figured out, then when it came to the video, shit happens, man. But yeah. Initiate first braid into the second braid into the third braid. Okay, now that's enough. Bye. Once you're all done and your braids look quite neat, unlike mine, we're going to put that into an updo, which is practically going to be either at your right or left forehead. Make sure it's nicely done. It's once you actually just do it as I instructed before, it will look really, really great, unlike this mess over here. But yeah, it's quite something cute, especially if you like a good headpiece or something that is standing out, that is just looks huge or whatever. I don't know the exact words, but this style is just really cute and it's adorable. So that's just what I'm gonna say. Yeah. No hair on your face, nothing. Everything held up nicely and cute. Final style, which will have it in either 2 ways, you're going to divide a small portion at the forefront of your head, which is going to be a very cute style, and then we're going to braid that into 3. using our tuck in method, we're going to tuck in that into a very cute circle motion. So what I did, I tried to push mine into the side, or rather to the side, but you could actually just leave it at the center of your head if you prefer that way, or you could do it onto the side and then use our tuck-in method and use bobby pins where necessary if you need it for that extra security. So once I've tucked in it all, just making sure that the style, the braided thing looks good and cute, and then for me I had to ensure it falls onto the side and makes that good pattern. And then what we're going to do next is just hold the rest of our braids into a very high Ariana Grande kind of pony style. And yeah, and you know, so you'll notice that the piece of hair from the little braid, as you can see, I'm holding it up, so I'm going to hold it together with the rest and yeah, tie it with our shoelace for our hair. For the second part, what I'm going to simply do is just put on a bun, and that's easy as it is. Just a simple bun where you just roll up the braids and then tuck them in to make a very cute, subtle, tight bun. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. I hope you can find either of these stylings, braid stylings, simple enough for you to do and try and slay on them, you know. But I have to give it up for the last one, which I really love. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have the time, come back until next time. Bye bye.